at the lake today. I thought that it would be a good day to come out. We haven't done like a lake day for school in quite a while, so we packed lunches and we have the kids' workbooks. I have the iPad so that Michaela can get done with her curriculum classes on Ocellus. It's empty because it's the off season, so it's like really quiet. Like all you can hear is the sounds of nature. There's only like a few people here, and most of the people that are here are like riding bikes or they're exercising or they're camping. So I just came over to take Preston to use the restroom, and then we have a table and then just the whole area. So I pulled out yoga mats so that we can sit down, and I think I actually have our chairs in the trunk, like come to think of it. Or did I put them back in the storage? I don't know. I would have to check the trunk. But anyway, so we're out here today just enjoying the day. It's Tuesday, and like I love this part of the freedom of being able to do this. Like I literally can just see myself like in my camper van pulled up and like living lake life all the time, you guys, like in a real way. So yeah. Press was complaining about his assignment today, so Michaela says, do you want to trade? Because his assignment is pretty simple. So they've traded assignments, and she's doing language connection, working on commas and grammar. Meanwhile, he's over here in personal finance.
No, that's English.
Oh, he's over here in English class reading a story about Cub on the Pilot or something. I don't know.
Yo, it was furtive. I was right.
You got it correct?
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Press.
Either good idea that it's transient because brief past.
How we decode a word is we break it up in 3 parts. Those parts are the base word, which is the main word. If ever we seem to not be able to figure a word out, that would be the piece of the word that we would look up in the dictionary.
She is. See how she on her phone
I
again?
checked the group chat before I eat.
She gotta check the group chat before she eats. That's crazy. Oh!
Just said it.
Mom, they're getting too close.
Yeah. 2 people could have got.
I think they like chocolate chip.
I think they...
Hi.
Here you go.
Today was a really good day. I appreciate these days out here on the lake. It's funny because I sit out here and I'm just like, I don't know. I could totally live in a lake town. It's a really interesting thing when you have like the whole world like in front of you, right? Like the saying, the world is your oyster. It's weird because Shavonda and I, we would talk a lot about places that we would move or where we could go or where we wanted to like really settle roots and things like that. And it's like, I didn't want to live in California. That was one thing. I've lived here all my life. I was born in California, but I was really having this feeling of like, I've always said that I want to be like the big mama of the family. I want my kids and their spouses and maybe even their families to all come like to my house for Sunday dinners and holiday events. And like I really meant that, and I still think that I do. And I feel like I always wanted this like country house with neighbors that were far away, not right up on top of your house in a track home. And I wanted lots of land and maybe even a couple of farm animals, not like full-on farmer because I'm not taking care of all of that, especially not like alone at this point. But I've always thought about those things, and so like the idea of like being in a lake town sounds really good. And Like at this point, there's nothing stopping me or really holding me back from certain decisions. So when I think of it like that and think about like, where can I move? Where do I want to live? Where do I want to set up these roots with my kids? Like the world's really the oyster. I could go anywhere. So I don't know. Texas has been on the radar for a while. Every now and again, Arizona pops on the radar, and I really used to feel like I wanted to live in Georgia, or like down south somewhere. So I don't know. My dad is from Mississippi, so I don't know. Anyways, it's almost 3 o'clock, so we've had a nice little day outdoors. They've literally given the ducks like their whole entire lunch. We're gonna get ready to take a walk and then head on back home. It's nice because I really enjoy like coming out here by myself and just like taking a walk by myself. It's like really super peaceful, but I really enjoy bringing the kids out. I like to see them like playing with the ducks and feeding them and like being in the water and like exploring in the nature. It's funny because my cousin said to me one time, she goes, man, your kids get to go on like a field trip every day. And it's so true. It's one thing I really enjoy about the flexibility of homeschool is that homeschool really is what you make it. Like we were really stuck into like a structured way of doing our homeschool the first year that we ever really did it. And I really realize now that it doesn't have to be that way. There's so many people that homeschool so many different ways. There's people that unschool. Like there's so many different ways to do what works for your family. And I couldn't be more proud because last year Penelope wasn't even reading. Like she was saying little words and small sight words, but like if it were like 4-letter words and stuff, she was getting really confused and really hung up. And I feel like I was able to take a lot of like specialized attention with her and get her to a point where she's like fluently reading and reading her book so good. And like me as her mom, I feel proud, but me as like the homeschool teacher, like I feel really proud of them because it just goes to show that they are learning. They don't have to be confined to a classroom, you know, to each his own. Like Samaya and Michaela, they did public school for years, you know, but I really enjoy like this homeschool model. And I like days like today where we're able to come out to the lake and just do our thing. They did their sheets, they did their reading, they did their math, we explored, and now we get to just be outdoors. And so I dig it. Totally digging it. Wish I had friends that like wanted to come out and like walk with me out here. I'm always like wanting to come and like take a walk down the lake or like walk the trails, or like there's a dam back here that's like 2 miles long or something like that. Guess I'm the lame friend now who wants to go walk at the lake and be peaceful and hug trees and do all the weird shit. I've always been the weird friend, but it sure is.
I just dropped my sock.
The water is freezing, and don't drop your socks, Michaela. that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for spending the homeschool day with us. We had a very chill, relaxing lake day for homeschool today, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.